The other day I made a mistake. I told you I would tell you about my mistakes. So the other day I made a mistake, and because of the hill, I can't use like a spreader for grass seed and a fertilizer. So I made a mistake. I got fertilizer burns on my arms, and it's pretty bad. It's actually getting better. This is like two-ish, maybe 3-ish weeks later. But yeah, it's like, that's not the only spot. It's on my legs. It's on my other arm. It's like awful. Anyway, and it itches really bad. But it's not poison ivy or poison oak or any of that stuff. I thought it was originally. Oh my God, there's so many thorns. I thought it was originally, but then I realized it wasn't. Ow! Don't laugh at me. Ow, thorns. Okay. Thorns, just keep going. Just keep going. Camera's being lame. There we go. Okay. Oh, I wanted to show you this. So let me turn this around. Look at all of this mullein growing. There's so much of it. So if you don't know, mullein is medicine, and you can dry it out, and you can make it into a tea. You can steep it into a tea, and it will help you to get better, and it helps with respiratory sicknesses. If you've got mucus, phlegm, all that crap going on, it will fix you. Mullein gets to be pretty giant. It actually, like, some of the mullein I got last year was like 7 feet tall. So I grabbed it and dried it out, or took the leaves off. Like, you can dry it out, of course, like full on the stalk. But for me, because it was like 7 feet tall, I don't know. I took the leaves off and dried it that way. I just tied all the leaves together with some thread and hung it up over my shower curtain rod in my bathroom. And the kids were away. It was during the summer. The kids were away. They were visiting their Mimi and Papa. And I put the dehumidifier in the bathroom and just like dried it out. And then I put it all up for the winter. And of course I needed it because I get some sort of respiratory bug every single winter. I found a really cool plant, and I don't know what it is. And I'm going to like take a picture of it because I need to learn what it is, because it looks freaking awesome. It looks like a rainforest plant. Anyway, I'm going to show it to you. Ready? So I found this really, really cool plant, and it's like, there's a lot of them, and I don't know what it is. So I've got to look this up and figure out what it is, but there's a lot of them. I love living here because it's like, I grew up in Georgia, and because I grew up in Georgia, like, I know Georgia plants, but these plants in East Tennessee, especially like up at the higher elevations, they are unique to this area, and they don't necessarily grow in other places. So it's really freaking cool. So like, I am in this like learning process of trying to learn all of these new plants, and I have found lots of really cool things. Look, oh God, I almost died. I found that a lot of them are actually medicinal in some sort, which is cool. So like, I've got so much like herbal medicine right here in my backyard. I just got to figure out how to use it. So that's kind of another goal of mine, is to learn how to use medicinal herbs. All right, I am making my way down this hill. I gotta show you this tree. It's so big. Hang on. Show you this enormous tree. It's so big. Massive tree. Absolutely giant. It is insane. And it's like split right here. But like, That is definitely one giant tree. That is insane. Y'all, I have no idea how old that tree is, but it's gotta be super old. That is wild. That is wild. And it's up here, like, towards the top. It's like right there. Anyway, yeah. So, just some perspective on size. Look at that. I am just shy of 6 foot tall. That is wild. That is wild. Okay, let's go. Let's find a new adventure. Okay. Boop, bada, boop. I was going to show you a view from the hill. We got to get back over there. La 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 la. Crazy mama traipsing through the hills. Some people would say not to do this because you might make the fairies mad. I have to show you this fern. So I learned about this fern the other day. If it's the one I think it is, it's called a rattlesnake fern. Okay, hang on. Look at that. That is the coolest thing. We've got so many ferns. This plant right here is wild ginger, and it just grows here in East Tennessee. And I can't remember what this one's called, but I will figure it out. Yeah, I saw that one the other day too. I looked it up, but I have so many ferns here on the hill. There's a lot of moss that grows up here. Lots of different types of clover, but ferns are so cool as they're coming up out of the ground, and they just grow natural. So pretty freaking cool. There's some more of the little white flowers. So that's the mountain range across from us. And then you see it goes all the way that way. And then our mountain range is obviously here. Obviously here on the other side of the valley. But you can't see the valley because of all the trees. But if the trees weren't there, you could see the valley over there. It's gorgeous. Can't really tell how big of a drop off that is, but it's pretty big. Pretty big. Okay. If there's something you haven't figured out about me yet, I'm an animated individual. I make faces. Lots of fun. Anyway, this is super steep. Shoots to you. Anyway. Oh, this is so steep. So, fun fact. It's easier to climb up a hill than it is to climb down one. This hill, anyway. Cautiously planting these steps. All right, I gotta get this weird bag thing I found. I have no idea where that came from, but it's on my land. So, some people might be like, don't touch it, it's on my land. It has to go. Whatever it is. And whoever left it He's not welcome here. Not without permission. Almost fell. I rolled on a tiny stick. My foot did. We have the coolest freaking rocks. I'm gonna show you. Hang on. Look at that boulder. That's a nice boulder. Okay. Continuing the trek down the hill. Oh boy. Looking for a path forward. Okay. La 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 la. What? I have found more things in the woods. Look at that. I'm not lost. I'm just trying to find the best path down. There's a ladybug on my arm. Ladybug. Some people say that a ladybug on your arm is good luck. So maybe I'll have good luck and make it down the hill without getting hurt. Back to the deer trail. Okay. This rusted metal can is like very uncomfortable in my fingers. Take the path that the deer take, they say. It's fun, they say. You can find really cool stuff if you follow the deer trails. Maybe we'll do that one day. Climbing down the hill without holding on to anything. Wish me luck that I don't get hurt. My shoe slipped. Get down low. There we go. And squat. And get down. There we go. Hacha! I made it. Back home. And I got trash out of the woods, which is good news. Alrighty, friends. I hope that you have a blessed and fabulous weekend. I saw some dirt dauber nests I need to get out. Don't judge me. But here, I gotta show you my grass is growing. I'm so excited. Look at that. The grass is growing. In some spots it's still patchy, but there's also lots of clover and violets and all kinds of stuff. There's a bunch of ferns up here too, which is fine. My biggest concern was grass growing on the hill, but there's grass there. Little bitty grass. It's growing. Yay! There's some pretty ferns. It's really cool to just have a gazillion ferns growing in your yard. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Stick around, watch a few videos, and hit the subscribe button if you don't mind. Thank you.